Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest challenge we all face is the battle within. It's the internal struggle of killing off that weak version of ourselves, the one that lives in fear, hesitation, and comfort zones. It's time to wake up and confront the limiting beliefs that have held us back. The belief that we're not enough, not smart enough, or not capable of achieving greatness. Those are the very beliefs we must destroy. You see, the most powerful thing you can do in life is to question the narrative you've been telling yourself. Every one of us has that little voice that says, you're not good enough, you'll never make it. It's a lie. Those limiting beliefs aren't real. They're simply the voices of your past trying to keep you comfortable. But comfort does not breed greatness. To truly grow, to become the best version of yourself, you must learn to embrace discomfort. You must recognize that it is not the absence of discomfort that leads to success, but the willingness to push through it. When you step into discomfort, you step into your power. Every time you take that step, you build a stronger version of yourself. Every time you choose courage over fear, you kill off the old, weak version of you that's been holding you back. And this isn't about small, sporadic actions. It's about taking massive, consistent action. Too many people wait for the perfect moment, but the reality is that the perfect moment doesn't exist. The only time you have is now. You have to move, you have to act, you have to start making choices today that will shape the person you want to become. Success doesn't happen when you wish for it. It happens when you act on it. But here's the final secret. You must be relentlessly committed to the future version of yourself. This isn't just about making temporary changes or getting motivated for a day or a week. It's about making an unwavering commitment to your vision. It's about becoming the kind of person who shows up day in and day out, no matter the obstacles, no matter the setbacks. The weak version of you, kill it, destroy it. With action, with courage, and with unbreakable focus. The strong version of you, it's already inside, waiting for you to set it free. Take that step. Choose to kill off the old version and become the person you were always meant to be. The future you deserves it. Every day we face an invisible barrier. It's not physical, it's not external, it's mental. It's a set of beliefs and assumptions that we've internalized about who we are, what we can do, and what we deserve. These beliefs are the foundation of the weak version of ourselves, the version that limits us, holds us back, and tells us we're not enough. And here's the harsh truth. These beliefs are not facts. They are merely stories we've told ourselves over time, shaped by past experiences, failures, fears, and, most tragically, the opinions of others. But I want you to stop for a moment and ask yourself, how many of these beliefs are truly your own? How many of them were formed when you were too young or too insecure to realize your full potential? How many of them were influenced by the world around you or even by people who didn't believe in your greatness? The problem with these beliefs is that they act like invisible chains, tying us to a life of mediocrity. These chains are often made of thoughts like, I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. I don't deserve more than this. They start as whispers, but over time they grow louder until they become the voice that dictates our actions. They dictate how we show up in life, how we make decisions, and ultimately how we perceive ourselves. But here's the reality. These limiting beliefs are not the truth. They are merely interpretations of the past, distorted by the emotional weight of failure or rejection. They are not an accurate reflection of who you are or what you're capable of. They don't define you unless you allow them to. And I can promise you this, if you don't challenge these beliefs, if you don't question their validity, you will be trapped in the same cycle, living a life of self-imposed limitations. So how do we break free from these mental chains? The first step is awareness. You need to recognize the beliefs that are holding you back. These beliefs often show up in subtle ways, like the voice in your head that says, you can't do this, or what if you fail? It's the self-doubt that rises up when you step out of your comfort zone, or the fear that keeps you from taking bold action. Once you're aware of these limiting beliefs, the next step is to question them. Ask yourself, is this belief truly serving me? Is it helping me grow, evolve, and become the best version of myself? The truth is that most of these beliefs are based on outdated information, past experiences and fears that no longer apply to your current reality. You have outgrown these beliefs. They no longer reflect the person you are today or the person you are capable of becoming. Here's a powerful question to ask yourself when facing a limiting belief. What if this belief isn't true? What if the opposite is true? Imagine how different your life would be if you stopped listening to the voice that says you're not good enough, and instead you listen to the voice that says, I am more than enough. I am capable. I am worthy of success and happiness. This shift in thinking isn't just about positive affirmations or wishful thinking. It's about understanding that your beliefs shape your reality. If you continue to believe that you're limited by your past, you'll always be held back. But if you choose to believe that you are capable of greatness, that belief will drive you to take action, to push through challenges, and to break through the barriers that have held you back for so long. And here's the most empowering part. Once you begin to challenge and change these limiting beliefs, you start to see the world differently. You start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles, solutions where you once saw problems, and possibilities where you once saw limitations. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but it starts the moment you make the decision to question your beliefs and take responsibility for your own narrative. And every successful person in history, every great achiever has faced the same limiting beliefs we all face. But they didn't let those beliefs define them. They didn't let them hold them back. Instead, they chose to believe in their own potential and take action on that belief. They chose to kill off the weak version of themselves, the version that believed in limitations, and embrace the strong version of themselves that knew anything was possible. And you have the power to do the same. It all starts with recognizing the beliefs that no longer serve you and choosing to replace them with new beliefs, beliefs that empower you to take bold action, to push beyond your limits, and to create a life that reflects your true potential. It's time to kill that weak version of yourself, to release the beliefs that have held you back, and to step into the person you were always meant to be. The world needs that person. Your future self is waiting for you, and it all begins with the belief that you are capable of greatness. So what's the next belief you're going to challenge today? We often hear the phrase, growth happens outside your comfort zone. But how many of us truly grasp the depth of this idea? It's easy to say, but much harder to live by. The reality is that the journey to personal transformation requires us to embrace discomfort, not avoid it. Discomfort is the fertile ground where growth takes root. Without it, there can be no real progress. But to many, the idea of discomfort sounds like a threat, a signal to retreat. It's the very mindset that prevents them from achieving the life they dream of. It's a mindset that keeps them stuck in a cycle of mediocrity where they remain comfortable yet unfulfilled. So once you have that clarity, the next step is taking full ownership of your life. This is where many people falter because it's hard to admit that the results we see today are the outcome of the choices we've made. It's much easier to blame external factors, other people, bad luck, the economy. But every time you do, you give away your power. True ownership means looking at your life as it is and saying, this is my responsibility. If I don't like where I am, it's up to me to change it. This is when this mindset is liberating because it puts you back in control. It reminds you that while you can't change the past, you can absolutely change the future by the choices you make today. And this leads us to commitment. Commitment is what separates dreams from reality. It's the force that keeps you moving when motivation fades, when challenges arise, and when the path forward seems unclear. Commitment isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and staying the course, even when it's hard. The truth is, most people quit when things get uncomfortable. Eventually you get to a point where the pain becomes the fun and it seems hard enough. They give up when success doesn't come quickly or easily, but if you're serious about your life, You must be willing to endure discomfort and delay gratification. You must be willing to do what others won't so you can achieve what others can't. So let me ask you, are you spending your time wisely? Do you have a clear vision for your life? Are you taking full responsibility for your choices? And most importantly, are you committed to the journey? The answers to these questions will determine the quality of your future. You can't afford to be casual about your time, your vision, or your actions. Life is too short and too precious for that. The good news is that it's never too late to get serious about your life. No matter where you are or what's happened in the past, you can start today. You can decide right now to value your time, clarify your vision, take ownership, and commit fully to the path ahead. Because in the end, the life you want is not out of reach. It's simply waiting for you to step up and claim it. In the end, life is not something that happens to you. It's something you create. Every moment, every decision, and every action contributes to the story you're writing. The question is, are you writing a story worth telling? Your time is your most valuable resource. Don't waste it. Your vision is your guiding star. Don't lose sight of it. Your responsibility is your power. Don't give it away. And your commitment is the fuel that will drive you forward even when the road gets tough. The truth is, no one else can do this for you. No one else will hand you the life you dream of. But that's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Because the fact that you hold the pen in your hand means you have the power to create a masterpiece. So as you walk out of here today, remember this. Life is short, but it is full of possibility. Be serious about it. Take your time, your vision, your responsibility, and your commitment seriously. The future isn't waiting. It's being shaped right now by the choices you make. Make them count.